Relationships can be complicated, and often you may feel like you don't know how to communicate to your partner in the right way, or maybe you feel that they don't know how to communicate with you in the right way. We're here today to talk about why it's important to update your communication skills, your relating skills, and I'm going to give you 3 tips that you can take away from this video that you can start to implement into all of your relationships so that they can be healthier and happier. I like to see relationships as 3 distinct parts. There's you, there's the other person, and then there's the ship. Hence the word relationship. So it's how you are relating on the ship. And I'm here today to show you some tips of how you can begin to start to change how you relate to the other person, and also to be able to influence them to be able to change how they relate to you. And let's talk about why it's important for both of you to work on your relating skills. The way we interact with our partner in a relationship affects its quality. And this doesn't only apply to romantic relationships, it also applies to family relationships, and it can also apply to work relationships. So by learning to improve your communication skills, it will affect all areas of your life. And this is why it's important to take a big step back and just look at the interactions between you and your partner and think to yourself, how can I change how I interact with the other person? But also at the same time, how can I influence them to change how they interact with me? And this can be difficult sometimes, but it's definitely worth it. And now that we know why it's important, let's start to look at some tips that you can start using today to start improving your communication skills. Tip 1, if you're in a bad mood, walk away, because whatever mood that you're in is definitely going to influence what you say in that conversation or that argument. And you might say something that you may regret later on. So take a break, calm down, and come back when you're feeling better and have a more productive conversation when you feel better. So instead of focusing on what they don't do or what they should do, try focusing on the relationship in a positive light and start think about the reasons why you're in the relationship in the first place. Even say something like, I notice all the good things that you do, and try not to say it in a way that you're saying it like, I notice all of the good things that you do as well, because this already presupposes that you're paying attention to the bad things that they're doing and you're judging them. And if you say it that way, it just kind of takes the power out of what you just said. So see, can you just say it out of context for no reason at all, with no agenda, without judgment? Just say, look, I notice all the good things that you do. And you might be surprised how quick that can start to just de-escalate tension in a conflict or something that's been building up for a while. And tip 3, hold a positive picture of them in your mind, because this has been backed by studies. If you hold a negative interpretation of someone inside of you, you'll feel that that's the best they'll ever be when you're with them. Because that negative picture that you're holding inside of you of that person is definitely going to influence what you say. And it will influence what you say in a negative way. If you can change the negative picture of them inside your mind to a positive one, this will definitely influence how you feel in the conversation, and will influence it in a much more positive direction. And just watch how quick that the conversation starts to change when you've got a positive picture of how you'd like them to be. It's not going to be easy, but it's definitely worth just giving it a shot. Hold a positive internal representation of the person that you love in your mind, and that will definitely influence how you feel in every conversation with them. So the conclusion, relationships are not static, they're dynamic. They depend on how you relate to each other, and everything that you learn from these videos will influence how you relate in your relationship. So the next time you feel stuck or unhappy, don't think, should I leave the ship or should I stay on it? Think in terms of how can I be relating on the relationship in a more positive and productive way, and see which direction the ship goes, because you're the one now that's taking control of the steering wheel of this ship, and you're navigating it in a much more different direction. Because you're watching this video, you're definitely going to be the one that's going to be leading this, and it's definitely worth it. And if you go there first, the other person is more likely to follow, and you might be surprised of how much difference it can make. And with all that said, make sure you use one of these tips every day and start to see how your relationship goes and start steering your relationship in the right direction. And as I said, at times it won't be easy, but it's definitely worth it, because these skills will affect you in every relationship in your life. And thanks for tuning into this video for improving your relating skills on your relationship. And I hope you found this video helpful and it gave you some insight, and my advice helped you to create a stronger bond with your partner. So if you like this video, please show your support. It would help me immensely to grow this channel and make it stronger. Give us a thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe so you can be notified about all of the latest videos that are coming out on this channel. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.